Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, and the Cincinnati Bengals as they match up with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Allen going to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Holding.
Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen, this complete to Jones. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Malik Jefferson did a lot of that at the University of Texas, run down ball carriers and put them on the ground. And he played inside linebacker a lot while he was at UT. I like him better outside. A weak side linebacker protected by a defensive line. Let him run, chase, and hit, and you get plenty more plays just like that.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bengals under first-year head coach Zach Taylor. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Here now the offense for the Bengals.
Out of the backfield is Joe Mixon, and he was a valuable commodity coming out of the University of Oklahoma because of his ability to be so versatile. can run it inside with power, gets to the perimeter and can outrun people, catches the ball not only out of the backfield, but you can split him out just like he would be a receiver. And I think if he wanted to dedicate himself, he'd be an all-pro kick returner.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And Dalton's throw on target to Tyler Boyd. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
In the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jet sweep. Boyd with it. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there. No gain. And now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Open man, Erickson. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. 10. 5.
I think that was great effort and great execution all the way around. They blocked the kick, and then they formed the line to make sure they can return it, and no penalties. What a great job.
Yeah, almost took it in for 6, and now they're in excellent position, 1st and goal. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bengals drive about to get going. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Green able to dance free. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Got his man. It's Eifert. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Dalton here from the gun, and that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting. He's able to convert for 3.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 49-yard line.
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Dalton, 1st and 10. And the catch good. It's Eifert. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 35 on 2nd down, Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Andy Dalton now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st and goal, Cincinnati.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. To the left side here for Eifert. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Joe Mixon, a pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 83 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
On second down now, it's Edwards. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Preston Brown on the tackle. That's a gain of 3.
Allen from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Zay Jones. Incomplete.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. Now it's Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay up.
Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
I'm going back to you. 40-yard line.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
First and 10 for Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line.
First down, Cincinnati.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. That one a first down pickup of 8. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And Dalton to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
He's brought down by Micah Hyde.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Jerry Hughes. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That one, a first down pickup of 8. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Now Allen. And he finds Beasley, complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one goes against Deion Dawkins. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing now is Allen. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Allen now looks to throw. And that's complete to Croft. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Croft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs. But out there now and says he's feeling pretty good. Allen now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 30 on 2nd down, Allen. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll make it 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen looking for his running back, and he's got him. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Now Allen again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen.
So many things happen.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, buddy, 52. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Green brings it in. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime.
Makes the score, Bengals 20. Bills 19.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Bills. First down. First and 10. 50 yards.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Allen looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half for Allen. A desperation heave for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in week.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a run with Edwards. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Carlos Dunlap picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Dalton now to pass. Got his man. It's Eifert.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score, Bengals 27.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Personal foul.
Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. And what everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Edwards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A gain of 6. That's another Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, it's Edwards. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Singletary. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run on first down. It's Edwards. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Got him. Let's go for it. Let's go.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Passing, it's Dalton. And the catch good, it's Eifert. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
All day, dog.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Allen.
Allen's pass
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. He's got Green. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Starlatulele coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that one will be accepted. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now it's Edwards. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Again, it's Edwards. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On the draw is Edwards. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, Dalton. He's going to fire one deep. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Infraction, defense.
So the hard count gets them there, neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit him with a hard count, got him to jump.
They'll run here with Mixon. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From midfield here, Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll find his receiver. It's Cody Core. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Here's Dalton to Mixon on the check down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So that changes things, no doubt. We thought we might be on the verge of our initial score of the game, but after that interception.
The long return.
Yeah, then they had that long return, and now it's the other sideline who might be the first to put the points up. So after the INT, it's Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on second down. Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Green brings it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Dalton. Open man, Erickson. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Another chance for Dalton. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw here, Dalton. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Dalton's pass complete to John Ross. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Allen now looks to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now second down and 20.
Throwing on second and long. Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
A pickup of 18 yards. It's now third down.
On third down, here's Edwards. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Going deep for Eifert. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Oh, passing it. Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. All right, here's Dalton. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Allen.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it, and it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
It certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak. And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers.